I welcome all of you to my channel Learning with Faraz. As we're continuing the Python series, this is going to be the next part in that. Now, the topic for today's tutorial is modules and packages in Python. And this is one of the most crucial topics that you have to understand to become a good programmer or a developer. Now, why do I say this? See, in my previous video, I have explained you about functions in Python. I told you the definition of a function. We have seen the implementation part. We have dealt with that in depth. Now, in this video, with respect to that video, I'm gonna continue that thing. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend you to go and see that video first, then come back. See the previous tutorials on functions, then visit this video so that you will understand it better. Now, as a programmer, there are certain practices that you have to be good at to become a good programmer. And from among them, there is one thing on which we are going to talk now, that is called as reusability. I told you what functions are. If I have a lines of code, I want to combine them together. I told you I have used the word packaging functionality, packaging up and parameterizing functionality. Then we will combine them into a function that is called as your function. Now let us move forward in detail to modules in Python. Let me just give you some definition of module. Module provides a means of collecting sets of functions and custom data type that are grouped together so that they can be used in any number of programs. To make it short and simple, I will tell you module is actually a Python file in which you're having so many functions, having custom data types. See, custom data types referring to classes. So when I'll explain, the next video is going to be on object-oriented programming only. In that, with respect to this, I will explain. So do not worry, custom data types. For now, you think like that. A Python file, module is a Python file that contains so many number of functions and variable within it. So that is your module. A module is a Python file. Within that you have defined some functionality or many number of functions and classes you have, and you're going to access those things in your other program. So are you understanding the reusability? I have written my code in one file, I'm using that in another file. That is a reusability, right? So that is what you have to be good at in programming to become a good programmer. Reusability is the must skill that you should have. That has been provided by your modules in Python. Now, if I take you forward, that was our module. I told you, it's in a simple language, it's a Python file which contains certain functionality and classes that you can access in some other classes, that you can access in some other programs or files by using certain syntaxes that I will show you now. Now let me define you some other thing that is called as a package. Now the package on the other side is a collection of all the modules that you have. Means if I have, see, I'll tell you the story, I'll tell you the hierarchy that we have. If I have many number of lines, I'll combine them into a function. If I have many functions and classes, I'll combine into a module. If I have many modules, I will combine them into a package. So this is the hierarchy. Now again, to make you feel easy, I'll define a package in a very simple manner. Package is just a folder. We also call it as a directory, right? So package is a folder or directory. Within that you're having so many Python files with an initialization file into that. I will explain that to you when I'll show you how to create packages. First, let me just go and explain you how you're going to create and use your modules. Now let me move forwards. Now listen here very carefully. In order to import, see, we have, so if you are aware of import statement, if you are from the background of C or C++, you probably know hash include. If you are from Java, you know import statement, right? So in Python also we have an import statement. To import certain packages and modules, we use import statement, right? Import math. You are using that import statement. So there are several ways of importing a module or a package. I am listing you all of them here, but I will explain you one that is very much crucial. Others are self-explanatory. Come to implementation part, I'll explain that in a better way. So let us move forward. Now, see, there is one statement, right? There is one statement. If you know, if I want to import a package or a module, I can use this syntax. Among these 7, I'm picking this one because that is crucial, that you have to understand it. You will not get it within itself. It is not self-explanatory. Others are self-explanatory, others you can read and understand. However, I'm explaining them in implementation part. Now this one, from math import star. Math is one of the module that I'm using to make you understand. From math import star. From means from that math module import take star. Now what is this star? What is this asterisk symbol showing? If I tell you in simple language, asterisk is telling us that import everything from the math module except for that which is private. Again I am repeating, that star module indicates that import everything from that math module except for the things which are private. That is what your star is indicating us. So that was about asterisk. Now let me tell you one thing. I have used the word private here. If you are a Java developer, you know what are access specifiers. Private, public, protected, default, you have these specifiers. But in Python there is no such specifiers. There are no such specifiers. So how I am going to private up my things that I don't want the user or other developers to take them, to use them. There is some, see what you can do here is, you will have an all variable underscore underscore all underscore underscore is equal to, it is actually a list. Within this list you can define what you want the users to take. The things which you don't write in that are by default become private by themselves. So that is how you're gonna make your things private, by using this all variable that contains a list actually. Yeah, now let us move forward. Now let me take you to the next. Let us move forward. Let us extend our discussion. Now I told you module is a Python file, right? It's actually a Python file. Python file can contain functions, classes, and so many things, right? Functions, classes, variables, and so many things. A Python file can contain objects. Yeah, it can contain so many things. Now try and understand this. Whenever you're creating a module, whenever you're creating a Python file, the name of the file that you give is very important. In short, I am talking about the program name. Python program name or Python file name, that is very important. You have to choose it very carefully. The restriction here is you cannot use program name or a file name or a Python file name that is actually as same as our standard built-in modules. For example, you should not take math.py as your program. Whatever the module is inbuilt, you should not use that same name in as your program name. Now one question that may arise is, how can we check if the module already exists? How should we check if the name that we are taking is already a built-in module or not? There is one simple thing. If you are a Windows user, I will tell you one simple thing. If you are a Linux, just open the IDLE and write the import statement. So open the terminal, write Python, write a space, put -c, again a space. Now in the double quotation, write import the module name that you want to check if it is available or not. For example, I am checking if calculation is available or not. I'll hit enter. It can give two things, either module not found error or none. If you get module not found error, that means that name is not in the, does not exist in the library, does not exist in the modules, it's not an inbuilt name, so you can use it. If you are getting none, that means it already exists. You cannot use that name anymore now. I hope you understood this rule. You have to remember this rule while programming along the way. Now let us start the implementation part. As I have explained you modules and packages, there are certain things that I have to explain. Due to some technical problem, the video could not be continued, so please forgive me for that. The thing that I want to tell you is how we're gonna be using modules here, right? Modules, how you're gonna create our modules, and there are so many things that I have to show you in modules, like method hiding is one example that I'm gonna show here. So what we're gonna do is, first thing first, I'm gonna create my Python. I'm gonna open my IDLE. I'm going to create a new Python file. This is my new file. So you write some code here. You will save it as some name, right? So what name you have to give here? You have to be careful while assigning the name to your file. You cannot use the name of the modules that have been already defined, like math. You should not give like that. To test if your name is valid, means if it is already there or not, you can either just write it. For example, I want to take the name as calculation, sorry. I want to just take the name calculation. I'll just run this file cal. Now if it says, as I've explained you, if it is giving you module not found error, that means this name is valid, you can take this name, right? If I take math instead of that, it is not going to do anything. It means that math name already exists, we cannot use it as our program name, but remember that thing for now. So that was all about your module name that you have to choose. So for now I'm taking this name as, let me change the name. I want to name it as maybe calculations. I just want to name it as calculation. I don't know why, but just I'm giving the name it as calculation. It's just a simple demonstration of how you're gonna use modules, how you're gonna import them, how you're going to improve the readability of your code. So within this, let us define certain method. Maybe I'll take area of triangle provided base and height. So that's what I'm gonna tell you. And this I'm gonna return half, and this base and height. So this is my method that I have created in this calculations file that I can access in other programs as well. If I want this method to be accessible, see, let me just come here. If I want method accessible and hidden, how I'm gonna do that? If I want a method to be accessible, then any name without double underscore. If you want the method to be hidden, use double underscore before the name. So that's the rule that you have to remember. For now I want this method to be available to other programs, so I'll not take here this double quotation. So let me just remove this and save this program. Now let us just create another file. In this I just want to ask the user for base and height, so I'll just take base equal to int of input, enter the base. I just want to tell that enter the base. Like again, height equal to int of input, enter the height. So I'm taking the height and base from the user in this, from user base and height. So before that I want the method to be available to my program, so I'm going to use import statement and the program name that I have taken. So if I'm not wrong, I have taken it as calculations. I have taken it as calculations.py. Please see here. So let me just go calculations. So I have imported calculations module. Now those methods are available to me, I can use them. So for convenience I'm taking it as cal. Okay, so let us just move forward. Let us give the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is, I'm gonna call the method cal dot, what was the method? Area. Let me just have a look. Area underscore triangle. Within this I'm gonna pass base comma HEIGST, that is our height. So this is how I'm gonna use this method, right? You can also use calculations, but since it was lengthy, I have named it as cal. I'm using that. Within this Python file I have this method that I'm accessing. Since this method is accessible, I have no problem. So I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna do testing. Let me just save and run this. Enter the base, I want 5. Enter the height, thus area of the triangle is 25. I hope you got that thing. This is how you have improved the readability of your code. You have divided your program into two parts. See, this thing is very useful when you have large programs, large project. You have to divide your projects in modules in the form of these modules and packages. So this was all about your modules. Let me take my discussion further and explain you what are the packages in Python, how you're gonna be implementing packages, and how you're gonna private up your things. Now before that, remember it, you can create it on your desktop only. you can create these files. So let me just create a package. Let me just remove all this. Let me just show you. I'll create one package. See, I told you package is nothing but your folder. That is kind of a folder that you have. So I'm just I just want to give it this a name as mensuration, and I'm gonna perform the calculations here. So you know what is mensuration? I'll tell you in brief. Mensuration means calculation of three-dimensional figures. I'll show the examples of certain things here. So let me just create let me just plan my files first. I have mensuration. Within this I can have square, that we call it as cuboid. We can have cube, we can have cone, we can have cylinder, we can have sphere, we can have hemisphere, and these are the things that we can have. We can have prism and so many things. For the implementation purpose, I'll show you these things only. So you can consider this is my directory. Within this directory, these are my Python files. So let us just go there and create those. So so I'm gonna create my first file. Just want to name it as, just let me just save it so that I can change my location. Mensuration. In this I want to create it as a cube. So this is my first file. Let me just create my second file, save it, cuboid, desktop, mensuration, cuboid. Next let me just create cone. It's cone. There we go. Okay, and one more file I'll create, cylinder. So I'm creating these many files. So you can understand this. I have in my mensuration folder, I have these Python file. So we call this mensuration folder as a package and these files as modules. So remember that thing for now. So let us just add functionality to every single thing. Cone, cube, you have to remember the areas. So let me just do this. Let me see if it's recording. So let us start one by one. So we're gonna be starting with cuboid. I'll start programming the cuboid. So let me just open my cuboid file. It is on desktop, mensuration, and my cuboid file. Sorry, I have spelled it wrong. It is cuboid, like this. So I'm gonna open my cuboid file. Now let us just program it. So you know what does a cuboid have, right? Cuboid have, you can find lateral surface area, lateral surface, you can find total surface, and you can also find volume of this thing. Kind of a documentation for you to understand this. So let me just go ahead and create the first thing, first module, first method. Let me just create the first method, def lateral surface underscore cuboid lateral surface area. So I'll put a here so that it becomes more readable. So what does lateral surface area require? Remember that whenever you try to calculate lateral surface area of a cuboid, you need length, breadth, and height. Remember that thing. You need length, L, you need breadth, H, you need height. You will take these three things and you return, what are you gonna return? You return 2 times length plus breadth and times height. So this is the formula to calculate your lateral surface area of the cube. This is the formula kind of thing that you have to remember. So let me just create another one, def total surface area of cuboid. Again it takes length, breadth, height. So I'm gonna return 2 into, that's my bracket open, L into B plus B into H plus H into L. So this is what the formula is. Again, the formula, you have to remember this formula to calculate total surface area. Let me just move forward and create a volume of cuboid. Again it takes length, breadth, and height as the dimensions. Let me put a space here. Okay, so I'm gonna return L times B times H. So this is gonna be the volume of my cube. So this is how I've created my file. I'm gonna save it now. So that, let me just minimize it and create one more for you. Let me create cube for now. So I'll open cube. It's on desktop, mensuration, and there we go, we have cube. So again we're gonna do same thing with this def LSA of cube. Again it is going to take side, only one side, because cube have all the sides are equal. I'm gonna return 4 times a into a is the formula that you have to remember, side times side. Next let us create total surface area underscore again cube, another time sides, and you're gonna return 6 times side into side. So last thing, volume of cube, again it's gonna take side, it is a cube, that means return a times side times side times side. So I'm done creating my cube. So in order to make this video short and productive, I'm not gonna do that, you can implement them. So I'm done with these two things. Now try and understand this. I've created a package, I have a complete package now. You can define this cone and cylinder by yourself. In order to make this video concise, I'm not gonna do it here now. Now one more thing, I'm gonna create one more file. I told you about this initialization file, so let me just keep it empty for now. Let me just save it, underscore init initialization file, and I'm gonna put my initialization file in mensuration. So in my folder I got this file, so this becomes my package now. Now let me just try to access these things from the package. Let me just minimize it and this too. So in the desktop I have created a mensuration package. So to access this, I'm gonna create a file in the same directory on the desktop itself. So let me just create a new file. Let me just save it on the desktop. So let me give the name as measurements. I want to give this file a name as measurements, and you can see this file is on the desktop. So let me just go here and let me just try it. So I want to import this package, so I'm gonna put import, package name is mensuration, right? So but I want everything from this package, so I'll write this statement from mensuration import star. So this star is going to import everything that is available in this package. So for now I just want the user to give a side of the cube, int of input, enter the side of the cube. So here I got the side. Now I want to calculate the area of the cube, right? So I'll put cube dot, so we what we have in our cube, we had the area, we have lateral surface area, total surface area, volume. I want to calculate the volume, so I'll put volume underscore cube. It was like that only. Let me just have a look again. Let me just open this file so that I ain't cause any errors. In the cube I have a method volume and cube. Okay, so let me just use it there, volume cube. Let me just pass this side here, save it and run. Enter the side of the cube 5. Cube is not defined. See, there is, I'll tell you why this is happening. This cube is not defined because from mensuration we're importing star. So from mensuration you can import cube comma cuboid. You can do this. So this is gonna remove it. So this is going to remove this error. So you're getting particular object from the file, right? So what was the meaning of that star? I'll tell you why it was giving like that. We have our init file initialization file. If I just open this file, it was empty. We didn't have any all variable here. If I put a all variable, whatever I define in this will be available to the star. File name is cube, and another file name is cuboid. Yeah, now check it. Now if I run this, I won't get any error. Let me just print the result. Let me just print the result now and run it. Enter the side of the cube 5. I got the volume of the cube. So you see how we got this error concerning the star and all. That depends all on this all variable. Again, if I remove this cube from it, I'm trying to remove this cube from it. See what error you get again. It is going to give us an error. See, cube is not defined. So it's all about this all variable that hides and lets us allow the access to the methods. So this was all about your packages and modules in Python. This is very useful and very crucial whenever you are going to make large projects in it. You have to divide them in the chunks. You have to divide them in small parts and combine them into one package. I hope you understood this. Please subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching this video.